Have you ever pondered about the importance of faith and family in shaping our lives? These twin pillars, faith and family, form the bedrock of our existence, guiding us through the ebbs and flows of life. They intertwine, each strengthening the other, creating a bond that's unshakable, a foundation that's unbreakable. Family, as we know, is our first encounter with love, relationships, trust, and conflict. It's a microcosm of the broader world, a training ground for the challenges that life will inevitably throw our way. And faith? Faith is that invisible thread that weaves through our lives, tying us to something greater than ourselves. It provides a compass for our actions, a beacon in times of darkness, and a source of comfort when we falter. The significance of nurturing faith within the family setting cannot be overstated. It's within this intimate circle that we first learn about values, ethics, and morals. It's where we're taught about compassion, empathy, and the importance of standing up for what we believe in. It's where we first understand the concept of a higher power and learn to lean on that power in times of need. But where can we find guidance on how to cultivate this faith within our families? The answer lies in the timeless wisdom of scriptures. From Proverbs to Psalms, from Deuteronomy to Ephesians, the scriptures are a treasure trove of teachings on family and faith. They guide us on how to raise our children, how to instill in them a sense of righteousness, and how to ensure that our actions echo across generations. These scriptures are not mere words on a page. They are living, breathing lessons that have stood the test of time. They are applicable to families of all shapes and sizes from all walks of life. They remind us that while family structures may change, the importance of faith within those families remains constant. As we delve into these scriptures, let's remember, the teachings they hold are timeless and universally applicable. Let's embark on this enlightening journey through the scriptures. First, we delve into Proverbs 22 verse 6, which implores us to guide our children onto the right path. This scripture's wisdom is timeless, advocating for the importance of nurturing and directing our children's moral compass from an early age. When we do this, it becomes a part of them, a constant beacon that guides them, even as they age. Next, we encounter Deuteronomy 6 verses 6 and 7, a call to engrave God's commandments on our hearts and impress them upon our children. This scripture encourages us to make God's teachings a constant part of our daily lives. It's about more than just teaching. It's about living the commandments, allowing them to permeate every aspect of our existence. Then we come to Psalm 103 verses 17 and 18, a beautiful testament to God's enduring love. This scripture assures us that God's love and righteousness extend to those who hold him in reverential fear and pass on his covenant to future generations. It's a reminder that our faith is not just for us, but is meant to be a precious legacy to our children and grandchildren. In 3 John verse 4, we find a joyous proclamation of a parent's delight in their children walking in the truth. This scripture underscores the profound happiness and peace that comes from seeing our offspring live in accordance with God's truth. In Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6, we're reminded to trust in God completely, leaning not on our understanding. This scripture guides us to submit to God's wisdom in all aspects of our lives, assuring us that he will direct our path. Psalm 78 verse 4 encourages us to share God's wondrous deeds with the next generation. It's a call to ensure that our descendants are aware of God's power and the miracles he's performed. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 offers a comforting promise from God. This scripture reaffirms God's plans for our welfare and hope for our future, a reminder that God has our best interests at heart. Ephesians 6 verse 4 advises fathers not to exasperate their children, but to bring them up in the Lord's training and instruction. This scripture underscores the importance of fostering a positive, faith-filled environment for our children. Psalm 127 verses 3 to 5 depict children as a reward from the Lord. This scripture equates children to arrows in a warrior's hands, signifying their potential to make significant impacts in the world. Finally, 2 Timothy 1 verse 5 recalls the sincere faith first lived in Timothy's grandmother Lois and mother Eunice, now believed to live in Timothy. This scripture highlights the influential role of family in passing down faith through generations. These scriptures are not mere words, but a guiding light, illuminating our path as we navigate through life. How do prayer and scripture find a place in our daily lives and within our families? Well, prayer and scripture are like the nourishing roots of a tree, fostering growth and stability. They are the channels through which we communicate with God, and they also serve as a guide in navigating life's challenges. In our families, these practices can create a profound bond, a shared faith that strengthens our unity. Praying together as a family does more than just express our gratitude or ask for guidance. It teaches our children the value of faith and instills in them a lifelong habit of seeking divine wisdom. Similarly, reading scripture together allows us to reflect on God's teachings and apply them to our lives. It provides opportunities for meaningful discussion and shared understanding. Just as a tree flourishes with strong roots, our families can grow stronger and more resilient with these practices. Incorporating prayer and scripture into our daily routine can indeed make our family life more harmonious and filled with divine grace. As we near the end of our enlightening journey, let's summarize what we have learned. We've journeyed through 10 powerful scriptures, each speaking to the heart of family, faith, and the indelible bond between the two. We've discovered the fundamental role of prayer and scripture in shaping our lives and those of our loved ones. From guiding our children on the path of righteousness, as Proverbs 22:6 teaches us, to the joyful proclamation of Psalm 103 that the Lord's love extends to our children's children. We've learned to trust in the Lord with all our hearts, lean not on our own understanding, and keep His commandments close. We've remembered the importance of sharing the praiseworthy deeds of the Lord with the next generation, and to bring up our children in the training and instruction of the Lord, as Ephesians 6:4 urges us. Remember, the strength of our faith and the unity of our family can be our beacon in the darkest times. Keep praying, keep believing, and keep the flame of faith alive in your family.